got a public safety agenda out there. I would ask everyone to look at it. Mike Braun for Indiana.com. You can get some of the details, but law enforcement is going to have to be compensated, supported, and back to the point where if that's not in order, you can't expect things to be functioning on the street. I want to make sure prosecutors have resources. And even in our own state capital, where many things aren't prosecuted, we've got to lean in on that as well. If you enable law enforcement, prosecutors, make sure they can do their job well, a lot of that will go away. But when you've had a mantra, again, from some of the urban areas and especially the federal government, defunding police and doing the opposite, what can you expect? Thank goodness in our state, it's probably not at the level it is in others, but it needs to be where you're enabling the people to put their life on the line every day to be able to do their job. And when they do root out criminality, you arrest somebody, make sure it's being prosecuted to the full extent of the law as well. That's why I've gotten the endorsement from the Indiana State Police Alliance and some of the prosecutors who I've been talking to a lot recently.
We rolled out a protect and serve plan. This, as a business guy, I had plans, and so we've rolled out, very specific policies addressed a number of issues. And our protect and serve plan is our public safety plan. We have a fentanyl problem, because of Biden's failure at the border, because of our Congress and congressional failure at the border. We have fentanyl pouring across. So we're going to form a multidisciplinary task force around fentanyl. We want to create a consistent bail application for violent and repeat offenders. We have violent and repeat offenders get arrested. They go to jail and they're out the next day for $50. It's not fair, and it's putting Hoosiers at risk. And so a better bail strategy, more consistent application of bail for violent and repeat offenders. And then I believe the state legislature passed behavioral health a couple years ago, but they didn't fund it. And so our police officers and our firefighters are the front line for mental health and behavioral health. Let's fund those. Let's get resources to take some of those folks with behavioral and mental health off the street, which ends up typically in a crime situation. And so we have a very robust plan for public safety, but fundamental to Hoosier quality life is education, it's economic opportunity, and it's public safety, right? So we're going to go hard to address those issues.
Well, I think as governor, we certainly have to be sure that the punishment is commensurate with the actual crime. And we know that the certainty of punishment is a bigger deterrent than the severity of punishment. And so we need to end, and as governor, I'll end the revolving door on the criminal justice system, which allows these criminals and fentanyl dealers to be put back out on our streets. We need to be sure that we do that. We also, and one of the things that is a top priority for me, is putting more resources and making those Hoosiers that struggle with mental illness and addiction a priority. Our biggest mental health institutions in the state of Indiana are our jails. And so we need to put more resources into helping those that struggle with mental illness and addiction. We need to be able to protect those children, make sure that we end the revolving door on the criminal justice system, that the severity of the crime equals what actually the crime is, and be sure that our children are protected here in Indiana so we have no more of those situations.
Yeah, this is one of the big issues in this race, is our support of law enforcement and my support of law enforcement. Some of the candidates like Mike Braun actually tried to eliminate qualified immunity, which would have been very devastating to our law enforcement. We have said very clearly that we're going to protect qualified immunity, and we're going to make sure that the police and law enforcement have the tools and the training and the resources. But I think another thing that a governor needs to do, and that we're going to do, any governor, by the way, coming in needs to do this, is to help recruit. We have a crisis right now in terms of the number of people that are coming into law enforcement, and it really is a calling. And I think that a governor can help go to colleges and help go to high schools and help recruit kids and people to come into law enforcement so that we can make sure that we have enough law enforcement for our cities and our counties and our state.
Criminal activity and public safety is certainly job number one for any government. What I can tell you is that the vast majority of crime in any community is committed by a very small percentage of people. And if you identify those people and deal with them decisively, crime goes down and public safety goes up. As a former prosecutor, as a former attorney general, I've had the relationships with law enforcement from an investigation standpoint, from a prosecution standpoint. I've been engaged in both state criminal policy and national criminal policy with the Department of Justice. We need to focus on identifying criminal activity and criminal behavior through intelligence sharing, gathering information, understanding what regions are having particular problems, who the bad players are, and then taking up enforcement. We need to make sure that we invest in our police officers, not just giving them more money, but giving them more resources, more training, and bringing back the spirit of policing and law enforcement that we once had. Today, it's very, very difficult for a law enforcement officer to feel appreciated because of all that's going on. And so we make sure that we insulate police officers from mistakes made in the line of duty. You want your police officers who are armed